U.S. military's top-secret UFO laser jet is either the most significant leap in aerospace history or the most remarkable government cover-up ever. Reports suggest this advanced craft may possess extraterrestrial-inspired technology, complete with energy-based weapons and unmatched maneuverability. Could this breakthrough revolutionize air combat as we know it? And if such technology exists, what else is being hidden? Join us as we explore the mysteries behind this rumored jet, dissect the facts, and understand why the U.S. top-secret UFO laser jet is finally entering production. There has been increased debate on UFOs in recent times, especially with studies by NASA and the Pentagon now calling them unidentified anomalous phenomena, also known as UAP. Both organizations stress that while many sightings can be explained by natural or man-made activities, the others remain unexplained because either there is inadequate quality data. In 23 years, NASA invited the public to scientific scrutiny of such accounts. However, no physical evidence of extraterrestrial technology, including the alleged UFO laser jet and the like, has been unearthed. However, an array of more precise, structured data is accumulated to improve the situation in the airspace and meet the goals of national security. Unlike before, there has been a marked increase in the public's interest in UAPs due to accounts from the U.S. government and its military. However, they appear to have made general news without offering concrete evidence of aliens' technology. The Pentagon UAP report of 2021 pointed out more than 140 cases. Several of them concerned unidentified objects flying in manners that could not be explained. The majority of incidences could be due to conventional technology, including drones, atmospheric effects, or even another country's weapon system. Of the 144 submitted descriptions of UAPs, reports from the U.S. Department of Defense and intelligence agencies admit that limited data and techniques have precluded them from detecting most of these objects. Still, what may be expected regarding the time and features of the jet's entry into production, its market potential, and potential engineering breakthroughs that it may imply? At present, there are no authentic sources or details regarding the fabrications about a secret UFO laser jet tied to the U.S. However, the initiation of theories relating to elevated airborne technology often stems from speculation or false reports rather than records of military integrity. However, suppose such a project were to exist. In that case, the overall purpose, as well as the capacities of future projects, may correspond with improving aerial combat surveillance capabilities similar to sophisticated existing U.S. military aircraft. Arguably, one of the set goals of a hypothetical UFO laser jet is to have high responsiveness. Built to be stealthy and perform quick acrobatics, this airplane may pose a higher degree of threat than these well-known models of airplanes, the F-16 Fighting Falcon or the F-35 Lightning II. Each of these aircraft flies with good maneuverability and an avionics system. Still, a future jet may use superior technologies that will allow it to outturn its opponents and rapidly change its maneuvers to adapt to the new battle tactics. A new facet of this sophisticated jet may include integrating laser weapon systems. Suits might be used for pinpointing, jamming, or shooting down enemy systems or incoming missiles with great accuracy. This capability would be innovative from the current conventional ordnance employed in presently used aircraft. For example, the FA-18 Super Hornet, which uses bombs and missiles. The application of laser technology into another imaginary aircraft called the UFO laser jet is a step up towards improved combat capability over the existing weapons. Stealth technology is also expected to be used in the creation of this jet. Current systems include the B-2 Spirit and the F-22 Raptor, which rely on unique facets that help in low observability to radar. Thus, the UFO laser jet would have to expand on this tradition of stealth, applying additional extensions to penetrate as deep as it needs to into the enemy airspace, perform its mission, and get out unscathed. Apart from combat purposes, the jet can be designed for reconnaissance missions similar to the Northrop Grumman RQ-4 Global Hawk, which serves high-altitude, long-endurance surveillance. The hypothetical plane would be equipped with new-age sensors and reconnaissance systems, which would allow it to gather intelligence from hostile territories to support extraordinary decision-makers. This capability would improve the state of awareness and planning and executing tactics in a given area. In addition to all these features, the aircraft might take a fully automated control or remote control, minimizing the risk a human pilot might be exposed to in volatile zones. Unmanned operations would offer more strategic planning and execution of missions like the MQ-9 Reaper drone, which takes time to take direct combatant orders. This feature would make it possible to achieve military tasks without risking the lives of people. With all these features in place, what are the national security implications of this development, particularly in terms of its effects on defense strategies, intelligence operations, international relations, and the potential for altering the balance of power between nations in an increasingly complex global landscape? One of the primary concerns would be establishing technological superiority over potential adversaries. If the US were to deploy capabilities like a laser jet, it could create a significant advantage in military operations, enhancing deterrence and rapid response capabilities in conflict scenarios. This situation mirrors the impact of the stealth technology exemplified by the F-22 Raptor, which has established air dominance due to its ability to evade detection. However, such superiority could provoke rival nations to expedite their military research and development efforts, potentially igniting an arms race in advanced technologies. This is reminiscent of the Cold War era when both superpowers sought to outdo each other in nuclear capabilities. The allure of cutting-edge technologies often attracts espionage efforts from foreign adversaries eager to gain insights or steal intellectual property. The advanced nature of technologies like a hypothetical laser jet would likely heighten the risk of sophisticated cyber attacks or espionage activities targeting sensitive military research. This concern is evident in ongoing issues faced by the US military regarding cybersecurity vulnerabilities, as seen in high-profile breaches involving defense contractors and government agencies. The challenge of safeguarding critical information underscores the necessity of robust security measures as the US continues to innovate. Additionally, the introduction of new technologies can disrupt existing power balances and lead to strategic instability. For instance, if the UFO laser jet were perceived as a transformative force in warfare, adversaries might rush to develop countermeasures, resulting in a cycle of escalation. This phenomenon is similar to the historical development of missile defense systems, which have prompted reactions from nations like Russia and China, leading to heightened tensions and complicated diplomatic relations. The dynamic nature of technological advancement in warfare necessitates careful consideration of its impact on global stability. Operational security challenges would also become more pronounced with the introduction of advanced military technologies. As new systems are developed, maintaining operational security to prevent unauthorized access and exposure becomes increasingly complex. The potential for adversaries to exploit vulnerabilities in these systems could undermine their effectiveness in combat. This concern parallels the ongoing struggles faced by the US military to secure its networks against cyber threats, highlighting the critical importance of safeguarding advanced systems. Moreover, the possession of advanced military capabilities could reshape international alliances and partnerships. Countries that develop superior technologies might emerge as key players in global defense, altering existing alliances. Nations may seek to align themselves with technologically advanced allies for security assurances, a trend seen during the Cold War when alliances were often formed based on military capabilities. This shift in international relations could influence collective defense agreements and the dynamics of global security cooperation. The ethical considerations surrounding the development and potential use of advanced military technologies warrant careful examination. The implications of employing systems like laser weapons could lead to intense debates over rules of engagement, collateral damage, and the moral responsibilities of using such capabilities in warfare. This concern resonates with broader discussions in military ethics, particularly regarding autonomous weapons and advanced targeting systems. These discussions emphasize the need for clear guidelines and accountability in the application of new technologies. How can the US continue to control this potent technology, given that the rise of international competition poses a severe threat to its dominance? Is the country's safety and security threatened by the use of this potent technology? Holding control over sophisticated equipment that is useful in operations and has military value is a crucial factor for any government, particularly the US government. To protect information containing such technologies, the US Department of Defense also known as DoD, has traditionally used a layered approach that commences with classified research and development. Some of the most advanced military programs are shrouded in high levels of confidentiality and secrecy, therefore ensuring that the DoD conceals pertinent data on capability or designs. This same general idea applies to such advancements as stealth technologies used in such planes as the B-2 Spirit bomber, where secrecy is all that counts to fend off adversaries. Access to sensitive technologies is equally protected by strict security clearances. Such clearances are mandatory for employees who are engaged in secret military projects, so only those who are privileged with such information should be in a position to access sensitive information. It is similar to the action taken in other cases, such as organizational management of nuclear weapons, where limiting controls ensure that only authorized persons gain access to the gun and that its access cannot be given to unauthorized persons, leading to occurrences of security invasion. The United States also depends significantly on the defense industrial base and private companies to produce more sophisticated systems for use in the military. This collaboration entails monitoring through contracts and regulations to safeguard information at different stages of production. Similar facts can be observed in projects to create innovative products, such as the F-35 Lightning II, which involves several companies that work on different parts of the aircraft and implement security measures to protect information. Effective control of export-sensitive technologies is thus attributed to export controls. The federal government of the United States has put in place its trade control regulations, including the International Traffic in Arms Regulations, also known as ITAR, and the Export Administration Regulations EAR, to regulate the export of certain technologies to foreign individuals or companies. This was similar to rigorous standards governing the sale of military equipment to friends and allies, to avoid funds getting into the wrong hands due to the transfer of sensitive technology. Security is another input that solves the objective of protecting advanced military technologies. The American military and the manufacturers of its defense resources spend a lot of money on cybersecurity to protect critical information and servers from malicious cyber attacks. This dedication of resources to cybersecurity is on par with the measures being made to safeguard other vital systems like banking and energy, where the effects of a break-in can extend exponentially. Moreover, the U.S. conducts research in cooperation with other friendly countries. It ensures the protection of obtained data concerning the permitted use of these findings. This approach is practical in knowledge sharing while managing key competencies because the key capabilities are never exposed. The same is found in multinational military maneuvers, where information sharing occurs. Yet there are measures in place to guard intelligence. Ultimately, the DoD, other federal agencies, and other regulatory bodies conduct periodic overhauls and compliance assessments to guarantee compliance with security measures and shield innovation from potential leaks or tampering. This practice is observed in a range of programs across military platforms. Not least, the following are examples of managing logistics and supply chains. Strict compliance with safety benchmarks is required to protect sensitive information from leakage and the overall integrity of organizational operations. With all these, will this technology be shared with allies? And if so, how will the process be managed in terms of international agreements and security clearances, while also considering the broader implications for joint defense initiatives? Suppose the United States has a top-secret UFO laser jet. In that case, it will have to consider many factors, whether or not to share this technology with its allied states. Traditionally, some nations have provided their closest friends and allies, especially those within a mutual security pact, with sophisticated equipment. For example, the F-35 Lightning, a fifth-generation stealth fighter, is being used as a show of force among a limited number of countries, including the UK, Israel, and Japan. However, if a firm is developing highly speculative or next-generation systems, such as a laser jet, the US could be more reluctant. The competitive edge that results from such a technology means that its distribution would have to be well-guarded and restricted to probably the most significant and reliable partners. The U.S. has never chosen to provide its best-equipped defense technologies with any other country, and this has been with good reason and effect. Some are topical, like the F-35 or Patriot missiles, in order to bolster the defense of the member states in the alliance, while others, like the stealth B-2 Spirit aircraft, are kept exclusively for American usage. In this manner, this selective sharing mirrors the U.S. military's policy of asymmetrical warfare, where possible gains holding the advantages of any given plan are held against the need to maintain alliances. Suppose the U.S. were to develop a laser jet. In that case, it is likely to emulate this trend and specify which of its allies will be granted the technology and under what conditions while maintaining the security of this country. But most importantly, what kind of role shift could this emerging technological capability play regarding the following variables related to future warfare? The existence of such machinery, as assumed, might considerably shift the future of warfare in different ways, as outlined below. As one of the most conspicuous impacts, asymmetric warfare may result. If the U.S. builds capabilities that are significantly higher than those of its enemies, it would become imperative for conflict dynamics. This situation resembles the stealth technology seen in bicameral aircraft such as the F-22 Raptor. The stealth option means surprise and better positioning. These key factors change the approaches to warfare established by the F-22. If invented, the laser jet could afford a similar value proposition, transforming military conflict and possibly making traditional strategies and approaches ineffective. The adoption of newer technologies would probably require a rethink of how to wage war. For instance, if the UFO laser jet had only laser weapon systems on board, then the force transformations might be moved from kinetic weapons to energy weapons that have target accuracy and a very low probability of collateral damage. This evolution would mean a profound change to military forces practicing and engaging in specific types and ways of battle, as we saw with the introduction of drones into warfare. The UAVs have revolutionized reconnaissance and strike missions, making them more effective, efficient, and accurate, thus showing how new technology can change the operational milieu. Afterward, the inclusion of such sophisticated systems would probably improve the cybersecurity prowess. Suppose the laser jet was a hypothetical technology. In that case, it may include many cyber elements, which would make its operations real-time data and decision capability, thus increasing its operation effectiveness. At the same time, these also throw up potential issues. An enemy can always attack and disable these systems that are otherwise enhancing a nation's strength. This situation is similar to today's cyber warfare, where disruptions in the military networks can show how adversaries take advantage of the weakness. This advancement of military technologies usually leads to the development of race between the countries. In the case where the U.S. decided to launch a laser jet, it would force other nations to speed up their technology, thus resulting in more profound military developments and therefore increased global tensions. This is consistent with the Cold War, when innovation in nuclear weapon technology led to the development of arms races among superpowers. The drive for the newest, best technology may result in a similar situation today as nations seek new combat functions. In addition, owning such modern technologies as a laser jet can help enhance deterrence strategies. The state might refrain from confrontation with such a power, as it can see the danger of losing in confrontation with a country with superior potential proved by nuclear capabilities. It may increase the chances of the risk discouraging aggression or preventing the heightening of intensity. This seems to be related to the balance of international politics that has marked relationships between nations, mainly during moments of innovations in technology in relation to military formations. The development of such complex weapon systems in different states could revolutionize global politics through the formation of cooperation through technological capacities. Although no country would want to rely on an ally's ability to provide it with security from the said technology, military alliances may be sought based on armed capabilities, like how defense technology coalitions have been sought in the past. This situation, in turn, can result in a shifting of geopolitical strategies that may bring about a shift in alliances in terms of ICT development. In conclusion, while the concept of a UFO laser jet remains hypothetical, its potential development highlights the broader challenges that come with advancing military technology. It would undoubtedly enhance U.S. military capabilities, but it would also create new security, strategic, and ethical dilemmas that would need to be carefully studied and applied. The global arms race, operational security concerns, shifting alliances, and ethical implications highlight the complexity of integrating such groundbreaking innovations into modern warfare. As history has shown, the pursuit of technological superiority in the military domain can have both stabilizing and destabilizing effects on global security, and careful consideration is essential to ensure these technologies are used responsibly. Thanks for watching. While you are still here, click on the link on your screen to check out another of our videos. See you there.